Hey, James Brown here. One of the common questions I get is if I live in one state and work in another, what state should I file bankruptcy in? And that's a good question because it happens here in the St. Louis area all the time. And the answer to that is you should file in the state in which you've lived or resided for the last 6 months. That's the state that you would choose to find a qualified bankruptcy attorney and get the help that you deserve. But what if you've lived in more than one state during that 6 months? Well, then the rule becomes you file in the state that you've lived in for the longer period of that time. So for instance, if you've lived in the state of Missouri for 91 days and you lived in Illinois for 89 days, the proper place to file would be the state of Missouri. Well, what if I've lived in 3 or 4 places during that time? Again, you would just go by the place that you've lived the longest, and that would be the proper place to file your case. Now, as far as residency goes, what does that mean? Is it where I stay with my girlfriend, or is it where I actually reside? Because those can be two different things. Typically, you prove residency by showing where you've registered your driver's license, where do you work, are you a registered voter, do you have any utility bills, and things like that. All of those things go to show that your intent to actually reside in that state. When you consider all of that, it should become pretty easy as what state you should file in. So it really doesn't matter whether you work in one or another, it's in what state that you have resided in for the last 6 months.